Chapter 21. When they came to Jerusalem and approached Beit-Page on the Mount of Olives, at that time Yeshua sent 2 disciples, telling them, "Go into the village opposite you, and immediately you will find a donkey tied and a colt with her. Untie them and bring them to me. If anyone says anything to you, you shall explain, 'The Lord has need of them.' At once he will send them." This took place to fulfill what was spoken through the prophet, saying, "Say to the daughter of Zion, Look, your king is coming to you, gentle and riding on a donkey, even a colt, the foal of a beast of burden." The disciples went and did just as Yeshua had instructed them. They led the donkey with the colt and placed their robes on them, and he sat on them. Most of the crowd spread their robes on the road. Others were cutting branches from the trees and spreading them on the road. The crowds of people going ahead of him and those who followed were shouting, "Son of David, please save us. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. May our prayer be heard in the highest. Please save us." When he had entered Jerusalem, all the city was stirred, saying, "Who is this?" The crowds were saying, "This is the prophet Yeshua from Nazareth in the Galilee." Yeshua entered the temple and began to bring out all those who were buying and selling in the temple. He overturned the tables of the money changers and the seats of those who were selling doves. He told them, "It stands written, 'My house shall be called a home for prayer,' but you have turned it into a den of robbers." The blind and lame people came to him in the temple, and he healed them. When the chief priests and the scribes saw the wonderful miracles that he had done, and the children who were shouting in the temple, "Son of David, please save us," they became indignant. They said to him, "Do you hear what they are saying?" Yeshua said to them, "Yes, have you never read, 'Out of the mouth of infants and nursing babies you have established praise'?" He left them and went out of the city to Bethania. He spent the night there. In the morning, as he was returning to the city, he became hungry. Seeing a solitary fig tree by the road, he went over to it and found nothing on it except leaves. He said to it, "Never ever will fruit be produced from you." At once the fig tree withered. At seeing this, his disciples were amazed and asked, "How did this fig tree wither in a moment, or at once?" So Yeshua answered and explained to them, "In truth I tell you, if you have faith and do not doubt, you will not only do what was done to the fig tree, but even if you say to this mountain, 'Be uprooted and be hurled into the sea,' it will happen. Moreover, all whatever you may request in prayer, believing, you will receive." When he entered the temple, the chief priests and the elders of the people came up to him while he was teaching. They asked, "By what authority are you doing these miracles, and who gave you this power?" Yeshua answered them, "I also will ask you one question. If you tell me the answer, then I also will tell you by what authority I do these miracles." The ritual immersion in water by Yohanan, was it from heaven or by human design? They argue with one another. If we say from heaven, then he will ask us, "Why then did you not believe him?" But if we say by human design, we are afraid of the people, because they all esteem Yohanan as a prophet. So they replied to Yeshua, "We do not know." So he told them, "Neither will I tell you by what authority I do these things." What do you think? A man had 2 sons. He came to the first and said, "Son, go and work today in the vineyard." He answered, "I will not." But afterward he felt deep regret and went. The man came to the second son and said the same thing, but he answered, "Yes, sir, I will go." But he did not go. Which of the two did the will of his father? They responded, the first son. Yeshua told them, in truth I say to you that the tax collectors and prostitutes will enter into the kingdom of God before you. After all, Yohanan came to you in the way of righteousness, and you did not believe him. But the tax collectors and prostitutes did believe him. Yet even after seeing this, you did not have a change of heart later and then believe him. Listen to another parable. There was a landowner who planted a vineyard. He put a fence around it and dug a winepress in it and built a tower. He leased it to sharecroppers and went on a long journey. When the harvest time of the fruit came near, he sent his servants to the sharecroppers to receive his produce. The sharecroppers seized his servants. They beat up one, killed another, and pelted a third with stone. So again he sent another group of servants, larger than the first. They, however, did the same thing to them. After this, he sent his son to them, saying, they will honor my son. But when the sharecroppers saw the son, they reasoned among themselves, this is the heir. Come, let us kill him and seize his inheritance. They seized him, threw him out of the vineyard, and murdered him. Therefore, when the owner of the vineyard comes, what will he do to those sharecroppers? They said to him, he will bring those wretches to a miserable end and will lease out the vineyard to other sharecroppers who will pay him his share of the produce at the harvest season. Yeshua asked, have you never read in the scriptures, the stone which the builders rejected, this became the chief cornerstone? This happened by the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes. So I say to you, the kingdom of God may be taken away from you and given to a nation producing the fruit of it. Because the one who falls on that stone will be broken to pieces, but on whomever it falls, it will crush him. When the chief priests and the spiritual leaders had listened to these parables, they understood that he was speaking about them. At that they wanted to arrest him, but they feared the people because they considered him to be a prophet.